Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN. And visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome to another GTA Online video here on the channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Halloween Deathmatches that came out last Thursday and just give my honest feedback about them. And unfortunately, I don't really have many positive things to say about them. They're overall not that good. We'll start off with the first one called Drop Dead. Now, if you have played Infected from Call of Duty or Halo, you're going to be familiar with this game concept. You start out with a group of survivors and minimal infected, and when you get killed by an infected, you become infected, so that team grows larger and larger until all the survivors are dead or until the survivors survive the time limit. That's essentially what this mode is. The infected have only their fists with a slight boost to their movement speed, and the survivors have a few weapons at their disposal, but it just doesn't play that well, especially with auto-aim. You have no chance to get away if you enter their line of sight because of the lock-on. And unlike Infected in a game like Call of Duty where you have a throwing knife so you can slowly pick away at the huge group of people camping in one spot, you don't have that here, so you just have to keep throwing your body in there until you manage to finally get someone. This feels painfully average and not that fun. There could have been a lot more spice thrown into the mode where as the match goes on, maybe the infected get stronger and stronger and maybe even move even faster than they do at the start of the match. Or what I would have preferred is the infected are aliens or something instead of zombies, and they get super jump powers and cloaking abilities. Then they could sprinkle some UFOs onto the maps and it would be extremely hectic and in my opinion a lot more fun. So as an infected, you have some sort of fun mechanics to use as opposed to just running into your death every single time you spawn in. And if they did that, they could make it where the last person left on the survivor team gets a super buff with increased health like a Juggernaut would, better loadout as he tries to take on like 10 super jump cloaking aliens. That would have made the mode so much more fun. The other thing I need to talk about here with this mode is how the payouts and win determinations are assigned. And this is going to be a recurring theme throughout this whole video, but the payouts are actually sad. It's laughable how terrible they are. For this mode in particular, the criteria for winning, I think, is based on first how many kills you get as the infected, and that counts to your score. So in this case, I actually got first place with 3 kills as the infected, so it counts for 3 score. Then if there is a tie in the score column, it looks like it goes by how many kills you had. So in this case, Asario had 8 kills, but no infected kills. So he got 8th place here above everyone else who had less amount of kills, but still 0 score. But it's stupid because Asario was also the last person alive on the survivors team in this match, and he had the most kills in general out of everyone. And what is his reward for that? $3,720. So basically, if you're on the survivors team, just expect to get paid pennies unless you somehow survive the entire match, which I haven't seen happen. Even if you're last alive, you're not getting paid anything. But this next one will definitely just make you laugh at how bad the payouts are. So with GTA Plus, all these new modes are paying 4 times money NRP, quadruple the normal amount. Look how much I got paid from a match here. $3,540 with 4 times money. That means without any bonuses, I would have gotten paid $885. And you can see by some of the other payouts here too, just how fucking awful they are. Locky got 8 kills, but because he survived longer and didn't get any infected kills, he only got $826. You can rob a store in free mode and get paid more than that. But in a full lobby of players during a double money event, or quadruple if you have GTA Plus. I'm not sure if Locky has GTA Plus. If he doesn't, then normally this would have paid him $400. Just awful. Rockstar, and you wonder why people don't play these modes. It's hard enough to even get a full lobby for them to even get to that maximum pay possible because pay is determined by the amount of people you have in the lobby. But then, when you could make more money killing a hooker on the street than playing the mode, no one is going to want to play it. Anyways, moving on to the next mode. This one's called Damned and Lost. Each map is a maze, and you have 3 lives equipped with a shotgun, and the last person alive wins. This is also just not very well designed. I like the aesthetic of the maps themselves, the Halloween props and everything scattered about, and the mazes are cool. But the problem is, once you get down to the last few players, the maps are just way too big, so you're waiting like 3 minutes for the players to find each other because the map doesn't shrink once the last 2 are left. I don't know why that's the case. On top of that, I find the way the winners are awarded to be very counterintuitive. Kills don't mean anything in this. You are better off running away from anyone you see because the only thing that matters is being last alive. Take a look at this scenario. I dropped 7 kills on the scoreboard, but I kept getting swarmed by enemies, so I eventually died early on in the match, and despite having the second most amount of kills in the entire lobby, I got awarded 10th place and only got paid $6,000 for my efforts. Am I the only one who thinks that's dumb? There are just 0 incentives to go for kills then. And to make matters worse, one of the maps gives you the double-barreled shotgun. Need I say more? This gun is probably the worst weapon in the entire game, not even joking. It's horrible. All in all, it's a pretty mid mode that's not going to get played after the first week, if anyone is even playing it during the event week here. My experience is always a bit skewed since I'm a live streamer and I just invite my viewers. I can only imagine how annoying it would be to try to fill a lobby organically in one of these modes because the matchmaking system is horrible. Or maybe it's not the matchmaking and the modes just don't pay enough to warrant playing them. And for the last one, Suck It Up. This is just a gimmick mode at the end of the day. Over time, you slowly lose health, and you get health back by inflicting damage on people, and if you kill someone, you get all of your health back. So you win gunfights by ultimately hitting more shots than the other player does, and hoping that you don't get third-partied along the way by another person. And I played this in free aim, so pretty much every gunfight turned into this. What the fuck? Why did... Did he walk out of the playable... He walked outside the map. Yeah, the only reason he died there was because he was out of balance for too long, so his character just automatically keeled over. Otherwise, we would have been likely shooting each other for another 5 minutes. As for what I think would make this mode better, is first of all raising the weapon damage by like 50%, maybe more. That would allow for more rapid swings in health to where if you're in the red health, just hitting 4 shots or so would bring you back up to full health and put them in the red instead. And would overall penalize missing shots a lot more than it does now. Instead of having to hit them like 10 times in the body and hope they also miss their shots, otherwise you're back to square one. At the end of the day though, I just don't think GTA Online combat works when you take away the headshot multiplier. The combat is designed around one-shotting to the head with every weapon, or most weapons. So when you take that away, it just doesn't feel right. Especially when damage to the body isn't increased to compensate. It just turns into The Division where everyone is a bullet sponge. So yeah, interesting gimmick, but I don't think that it plays out too well. The best Halloween modes still are the slasher modes. Not many people are going to play these after the money bonuses end. And it's just unfortunate that these modes aren't that good because I always like looking forward to new game modes to play. Assault on Cayo Perico, the last game mode they made, that was good. It had a lot more effort put into it than pretty much any other mode that they've made. I think they almost would have been better off just making a Halloween slasher in the Cayo Perico compound with all the lights off and the Halloween props scattered about than make the new Deathmatches. But let me know what you guys think about these new modes down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I also want to give a huge shout out to my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Come on, come on!